guys? It's Clint. I'm back with another episode of Versus. Before we get into it, do me a favor. Subscribe. That's right. Subscribe. Today we got a crazy show. A crazy show. We're doing 2 movies where things aren't necessarily what they seem. Also, recently there was a Twitter argument between Jordan Peele and another person as to who the GOAT was. Somebody was saying, let's call this guy the GOAT of horror movies. And he said, meh. Just kidding. No, he said, I'm not the GOAT. What about David Carpenter? Don't be blaspheming. And we're going to decide today, once and for all, They Live versus Get Out. That's right. They Live versus Get Out. We're going to decide who is the GOAT. But before we can do that, I need Curtis in here. What's up, dude?
I'll tell you what's up. You're putting a lot of pressure on this one because we're not going to decide who's the better director. We're going to decide what's the better movie because that's the
GOAT.
That's why we put these 2 movies together. But we're just talking about these 2 movies because I have a feeling.
You were just talking to me about the catalog. It's ridiculous. The John Carpenter's catalog, his movie catalog, is
yes,
it's
so
stupid, incredible.
Let's talk about this catalog real quick. So Jordan Peele has made 3 films, and they are 3 very good. I just saw Nope today. 3 very good films. I haven't seen Us yet. I do own the DVD. I haven't gotten around to see it. But everything that I've seen, not just good films, very good films. But let's talk about John Carpenter for a minute. This guy did Assault on Precinct 13, Halloween, Elvis, the one with Kurt Russell that we were always talking about, The Fog, Escape from New York, The Thing, Christine, Starman, Big Trouble in Little China, Prince of Darkness, They Live, Memoirs of an Invisible Man, Body Bags, In the Mouth of Madness, Village of the Damned, Escape from L.A., Vampires, Ghosts of Mars, and then plenty. And that's just directorial. He's written tons of other stuff. He's done the music for composition for tons of other stuff. Sound 78 credits. I mean, this guy is just a film icon. So, and it shows you how good he is when somebody like Jordan Peele, who is obviously a spectacular filmmaker, is like, no, don't even don't even go
just
there.
A minute. Yeah.
Yeah, so I am very glad that Jordan Peele was that humble and as he is a huge horror fan and respects his elders as he should.
That's all.
So we're just talking about these 2 movies. Slow it down there.
Yeah, we're going to decide who the greatest all-time director is. Also another thing to mention is that our grading system is weird. We're not really figuring out anything. This is almost a game, and we have a whole bunch of questions.
It's still the best that science has right now.
It is,
but
it is scientific.
Weird.
It is scientific. Hey, in the chat we got Bobby who says John Carpenter and Roger Corman are in the same league.
What Roger Corman could do was amazing. However, again, looking at John Carpenter's Bobby, even the ones that aren't horror movies, like the Elvis movie and Starman and stuff like that, are still even out of his genre, he's still an amazing filmmaker. To be fair, I haven't seen any Roger Corman that isn't horror. So,
Well, let's take a look at the cast and the synopsis of these movies real quick.
Yes, because we gotta do a little bit of a deep dive on these. These aren't just quick throw around movies.
Are they? Aren't they?
These are mental dynamos right here.
They are. We got They Live. They Live. Crazy cast: Roddy Piper, Keith David, Meg Foster, Buck Flower, Peter Jason, Cyber. This is an older movie. It's from the 80s. And, so I'm like, who are some of these people? I don't know, but I'm going to read the synopsis. That was some far out. Nada, who's played by Roddy Piper, a wanderer without meaning in his life, discovers a pair of sunglasses capable of showing the world the way it truly is. As he walks the streets of Los Angeles, Nada notices that both the media and the government are comprised of subliminal messages meant to keep the population subdued, and that most of the social elite are skull-faced aliens bent on world domination. With this shocking discovery, Nada fights to free humanity from the mind-controlling aliens. What a premise.
Indeed, sir. And so this film, if you have not seen it, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. But it won its opening weekend, and then it kind of fell off the map after that. It wasn't like this huge success like a lot of other stuff, but it definitely won the weekend. But very much of growing, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s and stuff, you like the social commentary and stuff that the setups and stuff that they do on shows are from this film. Very much of it. Like you'll recognize, for example, Cripple Fight in South Park, and the fight's actually been redone over and over again. But and a lot of the stuff, even the artist, there's a famous artist who basically got his whole art scheme Obey from this film. And it's a beautiful fantasy. To me, like it's this dark, almost apocalyptic sci-fi film, but at the same time, it's this beautiful fantasy to me because it's like, what if it wasn't just us being awful and terrible to one another? What if it was some other thing controlling us and making us do these terrible things to one another and killing humans for no fucking reason other than money or land or something? Like it's just that would be so beautiful, so amazing, and it's just like it's just not. So I love well do you mean the baby feeders, Bobby? Bobby says she hates the ending. I don't know why they put that in there other than to get the R rating. Honestly, like if you like hate the ending in general, we can talk about that. But if it's just the baby feeder scene at the end, the only reason I can think they put that in there is just to get the R rating, because John Carpenter's R-rated movies probably sold more, and they were like, this is PG-13 right now, and like they were like, stick some boobs in it. Like we could either spend a bunch of money on gore or just stick. They're like, okay. So they literally stuck that in at the end.
That's hilarious.
Oh, him getting killed. Like, yeah, that, like he was such a badass. You wanted him to make it.
But he still had enough time to for a middle finger, right?
Mm-hmm. He got his shot off and he got that middle finger up, baby. But it's just a really good movie, and you're gonna like probably on the first watch through, you might be like, this is just a stupid sci-fi action flick, and it kind of is. But it's John Carpenter, so there's so much deeper going on that, man. Meg Turning. See, I kind of thought that always, like whenever I was a kid, like when she's right after she chucks him out the window, she's on the phone with somebody and she's like, yeah, I'm okay. So I kind of, even whenever I was younger and I watched it, I was like or maybe it's just her acting. Like, I always thought she was a bad guy. Like I always kind of thought she was on their team a little bit, but there's so much good.
This whole movie is a play off of the reptilian species that are controlling us right now. That's
again, a beautiful fantasy. I wish that were true so much. Like,
what do you mean?
Instead of us just being a bunch of bald apes that kill each other because we get bored, like,
yeah, like, just hit that like button, consume,
exactly, obey, hit the like.
Yeah, man. Well, let's look at some trivia. The big fight scene you were talking about. That was a world record length fight scene in a movie. I don't know if it's been beaten or not. But the big fight scene sequence was designed, rehearsed, and choreographed in the backyard of director John Carpenter's production office. The fight between Nada, Roddy Piper, and Frank, Keith David, was only supposed to last 20 seconds, but Piper and David decided to fight it out for real, only faking the hits to the face and the groin. They rehearsed the fight for 3 weeks. Carpenter was so impressed he kept the scene intact, which runs 5 minutes and 20 seconds. One of the greatest fight scenes ever.
It really is, and it's not, and it's a real fight. Like even Carpenter says at one point, he's like, "I wanted a real fight, not like martial arts and this stuff. Like, it's two dudes just throwing down." like,
Later, James.
Yeah, have a good one, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked Carpenter brought real homeless folks into the production for several scenes and smaller characters and gave them food as well as paychecks. I thought that was pretty classy thing to do, says Piper, which is pretty cool. The line, "I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum," was ad-libbed by Roddy Piper. According to the director, John Carpenter, Piper had previously written the line in his notebook of potential verbal bits during his wrestling career. He shared the notebook with Carpenter, and they agreed that this particular line fit the character and fit perfectly. Piper went on to use it at a wrestling match, which is hilarious.
That's right. Let's see here. Yeah, one thing, Keith David, who was also in Nope, if you haven't seen it, he's plays a small role, but he was also in The Thing with John Carpenter, and John Carpenter likes to stick with a lot of actors that he can do well, obviously with Kurt Russell and stuff. Keith David was in The Thing, and he wanted someone in the film who could hold his own and not be like a sidekick, a true second character. And so he wrote the role specifically for Keith David. The role for Roddy. Go ahead.
I was going to say, with Get Out, did you watch the alternate ending? Have you seen that?
Where was that?
There's an alternate ending. I watched it on streaming, and it showed both endings. Hey, man, look down or to the side, because you got a big black holes in your eyes. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. The
role. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's a crazy alternate ending, but go ahead.
No, I got it. Is it on YouTube or where'd you see it?
I saw it on. I streamed it on Amazon, but I'll tell you what it is.
I didn't know you could stream it already. Oh wow.
Look for Get Out.
Oh, for Get Out.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Nope. I'm sorry.
No. Get Out. Get Out has an alternate ending.
Oh, I got the DVD. It better be on there.
Yeah, I wonder if it's in the commentary, commentary and stuff, or bonus features. But yeah, there is an alternate ending. There's an ending where he ends up, where he's choking out the girl at the end, and then the lights come in, and you're like, oh no, because the cops are going to see him, and that they're going to come after him. Well, in the original ending, it's not his TSA buddy. It's the actual cops, and he ends up going to prison. And his friend goes and visits him, and he's like, man, it's not fair that you're in here. And he's like, it's okay. I basically killed the dragon. Like, I'm in here, but I killed the dragon, and also the fact that he stopped to help the lady who turned out to be his girlfriend's grandma, but he stopped to help her. That's something he never got to do for his mom. And so the fact that he stopped to help her, that fixed him. Like his internal struggle, he conquered that. So like he basically is a martyr at this point. He killed that family or whatever, and he went to jail for it. But his own personal struggles that have always followed him around, that he just sat there while his mom was in trouble and never did anything. He basically
cleanse those demons.
Fix those demons. Yeah, exactly. So pretty cool. It's like, that's an interesting end. And he said at that time, he thought that ending was a little bit too dark, and we needed an uplifting, fun ending. So they ended up having his brother being like, "Yeah, I'm TSA. I TSA'd that shit," or whatever he said.
Motherfucking A.
Yeah. So that was a way more uplifting ending. The other one would tell a better message of like, hey, well, if the cops rolled up and saw
Sadly more realistic.
dead white girl and me with blood all over my hands and a gun over here and all this, and the other thing is that the house burnt down, everything burnt down, so there was no evidence,
right?
No evidence, no witnesses, so it sure looked like he did it, So
that's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, it's all burning. It's all burning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
Hey.
We got David Baker in the house.
Hey. Is
We're
that backdrop, or are y'all in a wonderful viewing room? No, it's a backdrop. See, woo-wee! See, I just ruined the illusion. I just spoiled and soiled the illusion. We're in a viewing room with a disco ball.
Zemo.
Where's Zemo?
He's like a leprechaun. He's
I know.
Messing with stuff. But so yeah, Get Out. You want to talk about that one?
Yeah, let's Get Out. Let's talk
about
it. Did I not do the synopsis on this one? What's wrong with me?
No, because I was jabbering on about.
There's so much
Carpenter and they live.
So much to talk about, man. This movie was fantastic. Like I'm kind of pissed that I waited this long to see it. Like it was, I really enjoyed it. Let's see. All right, now that Chris and his girlfriend Rose have reached the meet the parents milestone of dating, she invites him for a weekend getaway upstate with her parents, Missy and Dean. At first, Chris reads the family's overly accommodating behavior as nervous attempts to deal with their daughter's interracial relationship. But as the weekend progresses, a series of increasingly disturbing discoveries lead to a truth that he never could have imagined. Director Jordan Peele kills it in this, starring Daniel Kaluuya, Allison Williams, Lakeith Stanfield, Bradley Whitford, Caleb Landry Jones, who I like, who's in Future Past, Lil Rel Howry, Catherine Kinnear, Betty Gabriel. She was awesome. She was the housekeeper that turned out to be grandma.
Yes. Yeah. Georgina.
Yeah. Marcus Henderson was awesome. Erica Alexander. There's a lot of great people. We were talking about. Is that who that is? Where is he?
And we got Jimmy James in there. What's his name?
Stephen Root.
Yeah, Stephen Root.
When we're talking about character actors, he's a character actor right there. He's
and
awesome.
Spectacular and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So cast wise, well, we can get to that question, but I mean,
we can jump right into it, man.
No. Well, first, but for sure. So the synopsis, it gives you the little back of the DVD cover thing, but so we got to talk about again this movie. Hey, Mel's here.
Yeah,
it's finally Friday. So, black guy's dating his white girl, and he's going to meet her family for the first time. And there's a lot of social interaction that's weird, and uncomfortable. Which, let's be honest, nowadays it shouldn't be, but it just still is. It's one of those things that shouldn't be, but it just still is. For older people, and I'm sure for plenty of African American people, and they're all like, when he meets other, white people, the parents as well, but other white people, they're like, oh, I know Tiger Woods or blah, 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 just the most random black thing, and they have black servants, and they kind of explain that away quick. The dad's like, look, they worked for when my mom and dad were sick, they took care of them, and we didn't want to let them go after that. So we gave them a home here, and we give them a job and stuff like that. And but the black servants aren't right. There's something off. And it's noticeable, obviously, to the main character Chris. And you can think maybe not to the family because they're basically part of the family, or like they've known them so long. But even to the viewer, it's obvious, like, it's not right. And so he knows that and these are very rich white people. Like, even I am scared of very rich white people. Like, I'm more comfortable like in any ethnic environment than very rich white people. But like he even like we can tell like that there's something off, and so he goes through these motions, and the mother says that she'll hypnotize him to get him to quit smoking. And so you go through the film and you think, and even they play on the fact that, like, okay, well, they're hypnotizing these black folks to be servants and blah, 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 stuff like that. And like, that's kind of what you're going with. And then it hits and you realize that, or they tell you that basically white people are taking their brains and putting them into younger black bodies, and like basically living forever and like in these young black bodies and having a whole new life. But the scary part is a piece of your brain your motor function piece has to stay, and so a small piece of your personality is there, and it's within this thing called the sunken place. And it's the most like, I'm a horror fan. I love horror movies. Okay, I love getting scared. One of the things about horror movies is that you're gonna die. Okay, and to most people, like that's scary enough. That's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but to a horror fan, it's like, oh, they're just gonna kill him again. Like, and so you kind of look for something like a fear worse than death. And for me, when I'm watching this film, to live an entire lifetime in the sunken place, to where you're a passenger in your own body, you have no autonomy, and someone else who you distinctly disagree with, someone that you like probably can't stand, is running your body.
Eek.
And you just have to, and literally all you can do is sit and watch. It's like a little TV. Like, that's worse than death. Like, just and they captured it so well. And that's why I hadn't seen the version, the ending that you were talking about. But to me, I could understand that. He'd be like, I'm fine. I'm in jail. I'm fine. Like, I'm not in the sunken place, man. Like, and to me, like, he captured that so well. And like, it's one of those movies that every time you watch it, you see more. And we can talk about that in a little bit. But like, there's so much symbolism thrown up in your face that's just telling you what's going on the whole time until you hit it. And it's just, I mean, literally a masterpiece of horror, of cinema, of all things. This is just a very good movie.
It's a very good movie. You don't see it coming, anything. You kind of think you know where they're going with things, and then there's curveballs, which that's just smart. It's smart storytelling when you could make people think they figured it out, but it's not what's happening. That's
right.
The best. That's the best, because everybody thinks oh yeah, that guy did it. You know what I mean? And when they lead you up there all the way, and they're like, "Psych, this is really the deal." You're like, "Oh, it's a huge revelation." Like, yeah, I had a lot of fun with this movie, and I didn't know what to think, and I liked for all of the serious, creepy stuff going on, and the weird stuff like hypnotism and stuff. They also kept it fun and lighthearted with the friend,
for
and
sure,
all that too. So it didn't get too serious. It was weird, a weird, creepy movie, and I gotta say the people playing the servants, like, they did a really good job of being weird and playing somebody else. Like, that was weird. I was like, it makes sense now. It makes so much more sense once you get to the end of the movie of why they're behaving the way they're behaving.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
Mel says so like the Skeleton Key. I gotta rewatch the Skeleton Key. Kind, but I do kind of, but not like with the ghost factor. Kind of, Mel. If you haven't seen it, you gotta see it. But kind of, but like not with ghosts. That's a good one too. Not with ghosts, but like they're literally doing brain transplants.
Huh. All right. Yeah. Skeleton Key is hospice nurse working at a spooky New Orleans plantation home finds herself entangled in a mystery involving the house's dark past. Yeah. I guess it's. Woo! I guess this is like literally like this is somebody's brain. They have scars across their forehead stuff.
Yeah.
They cut your head open and replace most of your brain. Pretty crazy.
And they tell you early on, right when he meets the parents, like, oh, my dad's a neuroscientist, like blah blah blah, and then they pass it on. But like that's what I mean. Like the whole time they're throwing it in your face, like
yeah, and you didn't even see it coming.
Like,
you're
whatever.
Like, what? Yeah.
So yeah, Mel's back. If you didn't hear, it's kind of like the Skeleton Key, except no ghosts. It's actual brain transplants. All
right. So we got Get Out versus They Live. Look at that beautiful skeleton face there with big old teeth.
Damn, baby.
Yeah. And points, you know how it goes. Points. Each of them start with 1 point. Why? Because it makes my life easier. And
no, because they get one for just being on the show.
Just for showing up, you get a point. Yep. You were damn right. All right. Well, let's start with the first question. Who had the best story? Man, what a hard one. I mean,
Man, that is you come out the gate
coming
swinging,
out the gate with a hard one. Who has the best story, the better story? Man, that's tough. Because they're both excellent stories, man. The idea of an invasion where you have no idea, things are screwed up, and you're just floating through life, and then all of a sudden you realize you're being controlled and all. It's like, that's a pretty compelling story. Yep.
That might be a question later on. Fuck. So go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good, dude.
So yeah, I was gonna say something for They Live, but there's a question that I gotta save this for that's more apt later. But they're both very good stories. I'll say this. So They Live was based on a short story by another gentleman. Doesn't mean it's still a good story by him. Get Out was best original screenplay. Jordan Peele literally just wrote it himself. I'm going to give it to Get Out.
I think I think the They Live screenplay was also based on a comic book. And
yeah, it was a short story, and then somebody wrote it into a
comic book. And also, they get hypnotized, and when they wake them up from being hypnotized, then they see the alien race. It's not a sunglasses thing, but that gave John Carpenter the idea, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna agree with you since who knows where Jordan Peele got his idea from, but I didn't see it coming, and he didn't borrow it from somebody else, I don't think. So I think a great director and great writer's ability to see a good idea and expand on that is important, but I also think the being original is important. So
originality like this,
because wow. you didn't see it coming at all. So I'm gonna give point to we're gonna go Get Out on this one. All right. Let's see. There we go. Get Out. Boom. And the next one. Who had a better cast? Oh boy. Who had the better cast?
So this one's weird because because I kind of thought about this one whenever I was we're, I'm thinking about the questions now whenever I'm watching
While
these
we're
movies
watching the show.
for some damn reason. But uh and so what's weird about this is so They Live has you got Roddy Piper, Keith David, Meg Foster, uh and then I mean, let's see, anybody else? You've got a couple character actors in there, like the homeless guy who plays a homeless guy in every movie. So that's about three. But in Get Out, honestly, like cast wise, Daniel Kaluuya has been in before this. He had been in like Black Mirror. He hadn't been in a lot of stuff. Allison Williams, she's kind of recognizable. Catherine Keener definitely is recognizable.
Yeah.
Bradley Whitford definitely is. The brother Caleb Landry Jones, I didn't recognize him. You recognize him from something?
Yeah, he's from a lot of stuff. One of them is Days of Future Past.
Who's he in Days of Future Past? Is he Banshee or who's he?
Hold on a second here.
Oh, well, I guess I could just click on it.
Oh, he was in The Outpost, which is a fantastic movie. Did you ever see that?
Is that the one with the zombies?
No, it's a. I swear he was in. Oh, there it is. Days of Future Past. Yeah, he plays. Where the hell are you? There we go. He plays. Of course, I've picked a Marvel movie with so many people.
He plays. Where'd he go?
I can't think of
Caleb Landry Jones.
his ability and
Actor.
I'm gonna have to look him up. Anyway,
X-Men First. Yeah, Banshee. Yeah, he played Banshee.
Banshee. There you go.
Just whenever I say something, just say Curtis. You're
Just
right.
say
You're
yes,
probably going to be
you're
okay.
correct,
Yeah,
Curtis.
yeah.
You're right.
But yeah, he wasn't in the Zombie Outpost movie.
No,
go
the
ahead.
Outpost is a military base in Afghanistan that gets hit by Taliban, and he's just really good. I'm being serious. It's based on a true story.
Mel says the Outpost, the Alien movie, and I'm like the zombie movie, and you're like, no, just shut up, guys.
The true story. It's a really good movie. Basically, it's the last outpost. They're surrounded by Taliban, and they're just getting like they could be raided at any second, and they end up like a huge showdown at the end. But it's based on a true story, and this base had like several commanding base commanders that all got killed. It's a wild movie. I saw that.
I'm thinking of. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I saw that during the apocalypse at the theater. That was one of the first movies that I saw at the movie theater. Yeah, it's or I'll tell you.
But anyway,
A small unit of U.S. soldiers alone at the remote combat posting in Keating, located deep in the valley of three mountains in Afghanistan, battles overwhelming force of Taliban fighters in a coordinated attack. The Battle of Kamdesh became the bloodiest American engagement of the Afghanistan War 2009, and Bravo Troop 361 Cav became one of the most decorated units of the 19-year conflict. What's crazy is just like these guys are all just they're all pinned down from all directions, and you're watching this and it's like it's bad. It's like really bad. and his performance in that movie was fantastic. It was really good.
So basically, you got him and
yeah. So who's the best cast?
you got him Whitford and Keener, who were the knowns. I mean, if we're going by, we're not talking about best acting. That's a different story. But Stephen Root. That's the thing. Stephen Root's kind of the killer there. Like Stephen Root is Jimmy James. He's Milton from The Office. He's in everything.
Yep.
And just spectacular in everything. And he was spectacular in this movie. I mean, because you think when you first meet him, like, oh, this guy's gonna be cool. He's gonna be the one that whatever. And then that's the guy that bought him to trade brains, baby.
Yeah. Overall, like if you look at They Live, you really only recognize Roddy Piper and Keith David. You know what I mean? There's not to be disrespectful to the rest of the cast, but do you really know any of the rest of those people?
Little disrespectful. Well, Meg Foster was in a lot of stuff. Peter, yeah, and then that doesn't mean we got a lot of character actors besides that. So that's what I mean. So I don't know. Like, I could go either way on this one.
I'm going Get Out again. Curtis.
God dang it. To me, Catherine Keener and Bradley Whitford don't make up as much as one Stephen Root. So you basically got Stephen Root. Roddy Piper basically created the wrestler to actor pipeline. So I'm going to go They Live.
So it's a tie?
Yup.
Because I said
Chat
Get Out.
Chat time.
What do you guys in the chat say? Are you going with They Live or Get Out? Who had the better cast?
And Keith David speaks for himself. I mean, They Live. We got They Live from Bobby.
Tying it up right there.
I mean, he really did. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable.
Oh, coming in.
I got sideswiped by my own wife. So it's still tied. And wow.
Coming in hot.
But Mel said she was saying yes, she was going with They Live. So
we're still tied because I said Get Out. Me and Stephanie are on the same page. You and Bobby are on the same page. And what did Mel say?
But Mel said she was saying yes, that whenever you asked, are you going with They Live? She said, I assume that's what that yes means.
Son of a gun. Okay.
He created the wrestler to actor pipeline. And what's interesting too, not to dork out about it, if you look at his IMDb, the majority of it is WWE stuff as actor, which they would have never recognized at the time. They would have been like, no, these aren't actors. They're not actors, blah, blah, blah. Yes. So he transformed the whole thing. That's why it's called WWE for entertainment, because he was like, no, actually, literally, the reason Vince did that is because if he did recognize it as a sport, he would have to do steroid tests and all that stuff to all of his people. Yep. And so he was like, no, but if it's entertainment, I don't have to do that.
I thought there was another company with those initials that
there was WWF, the World Wildlife Federation, a foundation, was fighting them for it. And then he was like, and then all this stuff was happening at the same time. And he was like, so if I call it entertainment, I don't have to test my people and I can give up this lawsuit and vote. And Vince was like, done. Let's go. Out of here.
Move forward. Let's get back to my billions.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, that's right. Oh, I didn't realize I'm still over here on the point screen. Get out of here, you fool. You fool! He lost it to the World Wildlife is Life Federation.
Foundation.
Yeah. Federation. Foundation. Okay.
Take that panda and I will crush that panda.
moving forward. Which one is a prettier film? Which film is better looking?
Get Out is a very good looking film. It is. I mean, it just is. It's very well shot, cinematography, all this stuff. They Live is just way better. It's just you see so much more. I mean, and not like they show more. That's what I mean. They're both kind of sci-fi ish, body snatcher kind of films, but at the same time, they show more with They Live. There probably is more to show, but the black and white, and that's that. And like what he's saying with that, like, is like, we like some things are black and white, and they wash over them with all this stuff. Like some things are just wrong, some things are just bad, and yet we wash over them with all this stuff and put all this pretty stuff on top of it, and this is what they're really telling you. And then at the same time, like, if like the aliens looked so much creepier in black and white. Like when you actually saw them in color at the end, it was just less effective. It just what didn't work. But like in black and white, they worked so damn well. And like he, for what he did with like whatever, they don't really say what town, or no, I guess they're outside of LA or something like that. But they, I spoke it. They basically make a bum town outside of some, like they just do more. I mean, like, to Get Out is a very good looking film. It just is, but a lot of it's shot in the woods and then those people's house. Like that's kind of, it's not.
I think in
the
in the ground, in the floor or whatever thing was pretty cool. But I think you're right. The effect that they go into black and white and how they changed everything. I think it was that was a little bit of art put into that. You know what I mean? Because it's not like this movie was made in the '60s.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so to go black and white like that, I think it was pretty cool.
And it sticks with you. It's like,
yeah,
like.
And he's
and
like,
even
he's like,
yeah. He's like, you're okay, and you're okay, but she's one ugly piece of shit. Like,
that's funny. Awesome. Well, then we get another point for They Live.
Bobby, you live around LA, right? You wear sunglasses? You better be wearing them sunglasses. Just be safe. I love LA. I love it.
Yeah. Look at those points.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Let's see here.
Hey, man. Anybody have to get the context?
Boom.
Hey, man, there's something new. There's something new going on, man.
Which movie had the better music? I didn't notice music in either film. So
yeah.
I know David Carpenter does his own music on a lot of stuff.
Actually, no, so that's not true. So I did. So yes, the opening, like I did very much notice Carpenter's music. And Get Out, I'm sure there was music, but like I definitely, the opening one, the opening credit scene, like I recognized it immediately, and it was like you could probably put it in a film test, and I'd like be like, that's a Carpenter. Like it was just,
you would know it was him.
Very synth. Yeah, it was very synth, and it was like, and I mean, I've seen it a bazillion times, so that's not necessarily fair. But like it was just like, his music, and like I did whenever I first heard it, like I was doing something else and put the DVD in and was press play, and then whenever like I could hear it in the background, I was like, oh, movie's starting, and I would just imagine like so it's not necessarily fair. So yes, the music because I've seen it so much, but the music in They Live was much more noticeable.
Sweet point for They Live. Earning points.
Looks good for him now, but I just don't feel good for him down the road. Again, this is one movie. This is not.
Which movie had better acting?
Well,
I'm gonna say
you've got Rowdy Roddy.
I'm gonna call it right now. Get Out, just for the housekeeper alone. The housekeeper alone is just fantastic. Where she's trying to communicate. The base of her brain that's still there is trying to get out, and she's crying and smiling all at the same time. There's one scene where it's like, it's wild, dude. Like, she's really good.
And yeah, so
just that character alone.
Just that, and that, like, what makes it so much more powerful, like we talked about earlier, the cast is kind of like, I didn't know these people, I like who I, and they did have, like, you're right, just her alone, but every single person did such a spectacular job, like the granddad, like well, the other servant guy, the granddad, like, was just so creepy, and like, and think about Rose, even what's her name, Allison Williams or whatever her name was, like, up until like the dividing line, like, I was like, she's on his side, she doesn't know, her parents are crazy, and it's like, and then she's like, and she's got the keys right there, and it's like, you fucking like and like
the dad too, like just the dad, the surgeon, like just being cool and being a nice guy. Like, they really take you for a ride on this movie.
I'm just gonna kill you, like, like, no hard feelings, man. I'm just gonna kill you, like, and or not even kill you. That's the thing, not even kill you, trap you in your own body for the rest of your life. That's it, man. Like, so yes, this is very easily Get Out. Keith David is amazing as always. Ooh. Roddy Piper, this was the role made for him, but still, Get Out's got this one.
Yeah, you never stood a chance there, guys. Sorry.
I would honestly say there are very few movies that could stand up to that in acting wise. Like,
seriously,
like, like you were saying, like, she's laughing and crying and just like, Ooh.
Oh, this is great. I just did something good. Hold on. There we go. Boom. Good.
Bubble gum. I like bubble gum. Chewed bubble gum. Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Well, their brains.
I know you, but you like pause. You're like, this motherfucker. Like, like, just call me out on it. Like,
which one had the best characters? What does that mean?
So this,
I'm gonna say,
yeah, right.
It's tough, but you go first.
No, but that's that's kind of. I think we're kind of in the same boat. And we haven't talked about this one yet. Like, because characters are like, you remember a character. Like, I think I'll remember the story of Get Out. I'll remember, and I'll remember there was a main character and there was a shitty family. But like, I won't remember Chris. I remember his name now because I just watched it. I won't remember necessarily Rose. I remember Rodney, his buddy. Like the TSA guy, like, he was a straight up character and I will remember him. But like, that's more story driven. Not to say that They Live is not story driven, but like, Roddy Piper's character was a character. Like, you're like, the movie's kind of known for him portraying that. Keith David was just kind of the same way. Like, he's like, everything you're saying is right, man, but I got a family that I got back home in Detroit, and I'm gonna keep sending checks to them, and I'm moving on.
The priest was a good character.
The priest really was, yeah. Like, and to be like that, and like, basically seeing a priest beaten down to death, like like, for nothing, and then you're just like, I just gotta keep walking because I gotta get a paycheck, like,
Dude, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one. You got a dad surgeon, you got a mom hypnotist you got the Stephen Root character who's a blind guy. Then you got people that are like trapped in their bodies that are playing characters like really weird. It's like there's a lot of different weird characters in this. Not to mention the creepy like lady that's like, oh, look how strong your arms are, and just all these basically rich
That's
white
a good point.
people like different I don't know. And then of course who could forget the badass TSA agent.
Yeah. So that's a good point. So the main characters aren't as strong in Get Out, but the supporting
brothers
characters very much are. And the brother is very like you'll remember. Like I probably won't remember the dad that much for some reason, but the mom straight up, yeah, for sure. And then also Dre, like once he got transformed, the guy like, oh hello, like, whenever he flashes, like, get out now.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that character stuck with, like, even though I didn't remember the movie that much, like, and rewatched it, I was like, I remember that part, like, for sure, like, so.
I'll never stir my coffee again the same way after watching this movie.
Tink, tink. Or maybe you will every single time.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Okay.
So
you won me over. All right.
I won you over?
Let's go. Yep. Let's give it a Get Out.
All right. Giving it to Get Out. Get out.
Get out. Do it. Okay. While we're here real quick, for the trivia. Jordan Peele, he was a horror fan. That's why he wanted to write the horror movie and stuff like that. But he was inspired to write the movie by Eddie Murphy's stand-up film, Eddie Murphy Delirious. Eddie Murphy joked about horror films, including Poltergeist and the Amityville Horror, and asked why white people don't leave when there's a ghost in the house. Murphy joked that as he was showing his wife around a beautiful house, if he heard a ghost whisper, "Get out," he would immediately tell her, "Too bad, baby, we can't stay." And Peele repeated Murphy's joke on the DVD commentary of the film. And then it also says that he originally wrote the film for Eddie Murphy, but then decided that Eddie Murphy was too old and decided to not go that route. Do you think Eddie Murphy could have pulled off this movie?
No. Well,
No.
Eddie Murphy's a pretty talented guy, but no, I think that would have been
He is, but no.
For some reason, that reminds me of like an Adam Sandler Netflix movie. Like,
yeah. Little out of his wheelhouse.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, which movie made you want to
chopper?
Which movie made you want to get karate lessons?
So are we tied up? Because this might be the crux of the fucking fight here.
Right here. Look at that.
Because honestly, I don't know. Like, I swear to God, like I was thinking about this one harder than any other question, and because first of all, if you got karate lessons, you win the 5-minute or 6-minute fight quicker. Okay, hopefully.
And the cops come after you. You could defend yourself.
Right. If you're in that situation and you got karate and you know karate, like the little brother's going to, like, you got a lot less to worry about. Like I can take care of it, and and like, so I don't know, man. Like you could get out of the get out house quicker, but also like whenever they're in the underground bunker for the aliens and stuff like that, like you're just whooping some alien ass. Like Roddy Piper was a wrestler, and he knew how to whoop ass, but like karate just seems a little more efficient. I don't know. So I really don't know about this one.
Also, like the brother it's like when he's basically gets out and he's trying to escape, and he keeps going to the door, and the brother is getting him in the chokehold.
Yeah.
And he's like reaching for the door, and then the guy like kicks the door shut with his leg, and it reminded me back of that speech that he's given. He's like, yeah, like jujitsu is like playing chess. You got to think 5 moves ahead, and he knew. He's like, cool. If I touch the doorknob, he's gonna put his.
I wonder if he kicked the door 5 times. Oh, dude.
That's why he did it. He
Yeah.
reached for the doorknob so that he would kick the door shut, and then he was able to stab his leg because he couldn't do it. He couldn't get anything,
man.
and so he was like, he thought 5 moves ahead, and he touched the doorknob so the guy pulled it open. He kicks it shut, and he's able. Now that he got his leg out, I could stab his leg, and I was like, dude, he did the thing. That's like judo. Yeah, I thought that was cool. So I'm going get out on this one too. We can do a draw. Bobby says they live. Mel says, get to the chopper. Look out.
Do it, I'm here. Kill me, I'm here.
That was good.
So, get out. If he knew karate,
would he be able to get out?
It basically comes down to the last scene again. Still, right?
He knew karate. He knew ground karate.
No. The brother knew ground karate. That's jiu-jitsu. He knew judo, which is a throwing karate.
Yeah.
And he only took it like in kindergarten or something, or he took it when he was younger. And so, but it still comes down. Regardless, he doesn't use any of that until the last sequence, right? Whereas in They Live, again, he would have been able to subdue or whoever knew karate. If I knew karate and I was the main character, I would have been able to subdue Keith David more, put on the glasses quicker, ideally not be beat to hell. Taekwondo is kicking karate. Are you telling me or are you asking me, Mel? Because that sounds correct.
Yeah, Taekwondo is kicking karate. It's Korean.
And then he would have been able to fight like all those people that bust it when they basically they got that big biker with the beard like standing with the shotgun like what's up guys for their meeting, and then like they just blow up the back wall like so. In that scene, like you would have done a little better. And then in the underground, so it's gonna help you more when They Live. I'm just like, because it comes down to that last scene. He without karate in the last scene, so it might have been a little quicker, but karate's gonna help you more when They Live. I'm going They Live.
And then it's a draw.
Oh, thank you, Mel.
But Bobby, Bobby says They Live. So I think I'm outgunned on this one. Unless your wife comes in at the last second and
she's gonna
ties
sniper
it
me.
up. You still got time.
At least
Still got time.
messing with my children or something like that. So she's probably
Damn it. Boom. All right.
And yes, Mel says she's telling me Taekwondo is kicking karate. Yes.
Let's see here. Which movie cheer you up more? Oh, she's too late. She came in, but it's too late. Damn it. Damn the delay. If I'd have just drugged my feet. Would have been tied up. Which one
cheers me up more?
Now that one I'm definitely going to say They Live.
I got to go They Live too. I know he wins at the end out and so yeah, but again, They Live, like to me, it's just it really is a beautiful film. Like anything like that, and that. So as a teacher, like kids will be like, "Oh, the Illuminati and this and that and blah blah," and I'm like, I wish the Illuminati was real. Like I wish that that'd be amazing. That'd be awesome.
What are you talking about?
I wish it was.
Dude, the lizard
Instead,
people.
It's just, I know, it's just like I wish it was aliens. I wish it was something else. I wish it was this. I wish it was the devil, and then like all this dark stuff, make it. But it's in real life. It's just humans are shitty to other people unless they have a reason to be nice. nice.
Knife.
Like that's what they choose more often than not. Like, but they just like I wish, like I want it to be aliens. I want it to be something else. I don't want this to be our nature. I don't want this to be human nature.
We're being controlled
And like
by
I know
reptiles, dude. Come on.
I really want to believe it, except there's probably negative evidence of that.
Dude, I have
So,
YouTube videos to send you. Some compelling arguments. Video proof.
please do. Will they require more than a 30-second fact check?
Yeah, no. To change the subject. So which one cheers you up more? Are you going with They Live?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going with They Live.
Another point.
Beautiful fantasy. And then they win at the end. Like they
Chris Klink.
No, I don't. What?
He's saying, I have some proof, and he's like, no, you don't. Chris Klink keeps me in check.
Klink, say hi to my wife so she'll not leave.
Yeah,
She's
I'm like, I have some videos
with
that
your
are
tortured artist ass.
compelling proof that there are reptilian species running stuff. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
But I do. Some Secret Service guards, like if you see them for just a minute, they're like, and then they're like, whoa, what was that? Rewind it.
They're like, let me open this car door for you.
Some scary stuff, I'm telling you. Okay, which one makes a better Christmas movie?
My wife said Live on Christmas. Get Out's a deep dive again. Like so,
but
I'm gonna go. They Live on this one.
Get Out's all about going to visit family, and nothing's more family than going to going over to your girlfriend's family for Christmas.
Actually, so in our trivia, they say, let's see here,
and nothing better than giving Grandpa another body for Christmas, you know.
Well, that's yeah. Come on. Jordan Peele was asked specifically if it was a Christmas movie, and here's his response. Once I find around Christmas 2017 on Twitter, a user asked Jordan Peele if the film was a Christmas movie, to which Jordan Peele jokingly replied, "Let's see, there's a man with a white beard, multiple deer, a fireplace, a bunch of snowflakes, and a guy named Chris goes down a dark hole. I'd say go for it." So you have that argument as well.
Yes. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm still gonna have to go. They Live. Like,
They Live.
Gather around, family.
They Live is a bit, and okay.
Because then They Live, we could be like, this is how we beat the aliens and saved Christmas. It's LA, so you won't see any snow or anything, so don't worry. Like, just like here in Texas.
All right. Well, we got. Unless,
whereas as opposed to gather around, family, this is the continuation of white oppression. Come, let's go. It's like, yeah. I mean,
unless somebody shows up in the chat very soon, then They Live is going to win this one.
Well, wait, what did you vote?
I said,
did you vote Get Out?
I said Get Out. It's all about visiting family. That's what you do on Christmas. You visit your family. And sometimes the family sucks, but you gotta. It's just part of it, you know. You gotta make your best. Deal with the different personalities, and that's part of Christmas is dealing with family. Sometimes,
you're right.
Sometimes they want to take your boyfriend's
family
body.
Sucking, and yeah, but little, just a twinge of a difference there, but
and nothing says Christmas like giving Grandpa a new body. You know? And reindeer. Like, you know what I mean? Like reindeer, that's another thing. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Everywhere Ethan Hawke goes.
Uh-oh. Dude, it's They Live. That's what I'm saying. That's. Thank you, Chris. But what's the Christmas theme in They Live?
It doesn't necessarily say what's the Christmas theme. It says which is the better Christmas movie. So on Christmas,
but consume,
yeah,
buy
that's
things.
Very
that's
Christmas.
That's what Christmas is all about. Spend
that's
money.
What shows the aliens won.
Spend money, consume. Now you won me over. I'm with you guys. Ba-ba. Man, I was really feeling Get Out. It's all about visiting family. I don't understand.
If your family is like that,
my
just
family's
get
cool.
out.
But I don't go visit I don't go visit girlfriends' families. And now you know why. Because I don't have a girlfriend. That's why. Oh, we got another comment.
Snap.
Get Out would be a white
Snap.
Christmas. Yes. I'm not gonna sing that one. Let's see here. Okay. Whatever. That was a Leo gets. Okay. Which one is the best date movie?
Well, as the males, speaking for the males, we're gonna have the ladies chime in here, because as the males, Get Out would not make me want to visit your parents.
Yeah,
because I was listening to a podcast about Get Out, and in one of the podcasters said they were like, what's great about this is that you could replace Chris with a white guy and it would still work. The movie would still work. It just works better with that racial connotation overlaying it. You could replace him with just some poor white guy, oh, we don't care about you, you're poor, nobody cares, nobody notices that you're missing, and the movie would still work just fine. But having it, be with your racial overtones makes it a stronger film. And so again, if I'm watching this with my date, I'm not going to want to see your parents for the first time. They Live, I'll just put sunglasses on and see if they're cool.
I just remembered that they showed that helmet in the back of that white Porsche at the end too. That he's the one who went and abducted somebody in the beginning of the movie.
That was Andre.
Oh, it was?
He grabbed Andre. That was Andre at the very beginning. I was straight up. Yeah,
I didn't realize. I was just half watching in the beginning because I was doing something.
Again, I'm like, no, but this is one of those that really the rewatch is way better on this film. You notice so much more. That was Andre, and then later on, they're like, yeah, at least you got to get chosen by Rose whenever Jeremy gets his guys. It's not as fun or whatever. They say something line like that. Yeah, and it's like they just get choked out and thrown into a car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was wild when it shows her. She's she's looking at online at different athletes
mm-hmm.
online. That one's nice. I'm gonna go. I was like, she's
shopping.
Shopping. I'm gonna go become that guy's girlfriend and lure him home that's nuts. It's a nuts movie.
But now, ladies, so if you were on a date, which would you rather take a young man to see? Or, a 45-year-old man, a middle-aged man, whatever, to see? Because, that's as a male, I'm see They Live. That's going to be my date movie.
Even, I'm going to go with, I think Get Out. Well, that just depends. They Live is going to be fun, and we're going to laugh a lot, and it's going to be fun. But Get Out, probably going to have some pretty interesting conversations afterwards. Like when you leave the theater,
True.
we go sit down, have a cup of coffee or intercourse. I mean, or I'm just kidding. No, a cup of coffee or go have dinner somewhere or something there's gonna be something to talk about because there's a lot of crazy wild shit that goes on in that movie. You know what I mean? So it's as opposed to just quick aliens. But then there's a lot to talk about too. You could start talking about how the system they want us to spend money. They want to ignore like how it's a great metaphor for
Exactly.
just looking into our phones all day and then and buying shit we don't need on Amazon, and being distracted at all times. I don't know. Both movies have
There's a
crazy undertones. What were you saying?
it reminds me of Still They Live. Clint Bobby says it reminds me of there's a great Lagwagon quote or lyric that says Big Brother isn't watching anymore. He knows we are distracted and absorbed. And it's just like when I first heard it, I loved it, and it was like it's still relevant today. It's more relevant today, honestly, just like They Live.
Chris, what did we get yikes for? Yikes. I'm not sure. So we're gonna give. They Live is gonna get the points on that one. They Live's coming in.
Yeah, I still think we got a comeback coming though.
Coming in hot. I thought Jordan Peele was gonna win as the all-time better director. Just kidding. Yikes. What is yikes for? Yikes. Let's see here. So, probably the date thing. Probably because I said intercourse. Let's see here. Okay. Okay.
But just after They Live, during you and your date are both gonna be wearing sunglasses. Like you're gonna be like,
Absolutely.
That's right. I got you.
Who had the better fights and choreography?
Oh.
Come on, dude. The longest fight scene of all time.
I mean, this is easy. That's what I mean. It's so easy. I'm trying to like.
There's.
This is They Live.
You're gonna summon naked again. I don't even know what that means.
He wasn't naked. He was
he's saying yikes to his own comment. Get Out would be a white Christmas. White. Yeah. That's what I thought you meant. I was like, I didn't think that was like
Yeah.
I thought that was a smart comment.
Oh,
White Chris.
the bot. Yeah, we haven't seen Naked in a while.
Oh, where is
Anybody's got Naked? Yeah, you haven't seen Naked in a while. Like, so if anybody's got Naked's contact, we haven't seen her in a while. Tell her.
Yeah, Naked.
He or she to get back in here.
Naked was one of the Snyder bots that got erased. I think.
Yeah.
Poor Naked.
Yeah.
Naked, we miss you, man. If you're out there.
Yeah. Okay. Catch you on the rewatch, Naked.
So we're gonna give another point to They Live. Just cause.
That one was an easy.
That was cheating, really. You're like, where did Clint go? I was adjusting something. The AC in here. Boom. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. I didn't finish this thing. Save. There we go. Damn, we got a lot of points there. All right. Okay, so fights. Now, which movie made you hungrier? Which movie made you hungrier? There is nothing about Get Out that made me hungry.
Yeah,
They Live at least
but
had the nice people giving giving them food.
they gave him some damn good. I was about to say, like, for some homeless people, they were some like buff fucking homeless people, but like when you saw the spread they were getting, that's some good damn food they were getting. Like they're getting like they had some chicken, some rice, and some beans, and some like
You
like
getting
oh yeah,
you
that
getting fired up about this food? Man, some damn
like that.
good food.
It was like they was giving them a spread
I'll tell
soup.
you what,
Like
they
here's some
got some
soup and some bread.
damn good food.
I'm over there like, hey, honey, dinner looks good tonight, but I'm gonna go to the store real quick, and then I go over to the homeless camp. I'm
You must be getting hungry now in real life. You're like, man, it's damn good food.
I mean, that was a good spread. Like, look at it. Rewatch that scene. Like, that was that was a good spread they got, man. They just, come on, guys.
You're still fired up about it.
It makes sense. They were building an army. Like, we gotta fight these aliens. We don't know, like, we gotta feed y'all. Like, like.
Yep.
That was good. So that's
I can't argue with that. They Live is going to get the point on that one. Why? 'Cause, man, they had some damn good food.
Why? I ain't lying to you. Watch it again. And then, as we know from the trivia, John Carpenter gave that real food to real homeless people, and then gave them a check. So
hell
good
yeah.
for him.
So which movie holds up better? Which movie do you think in 20 years after the release of that movie is going to hold up better?
So this is what this is the argument that I was going to make earlier, but is more relevant now. To me, They Live is almost more relevant now than it was when it was made in '87 or whatever it was. Like, to me, it's a better film now. Get Out. I hope it's not. I hope it's something that's silly. I it's only been 3 or 4 or maybe 5 years. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's
Since it's been
2017.
made. Yeah, about 5 years since it's been made. I hope that it's silly and people are like, "Oh, this is so silly." Like, blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe it will hold up more. It's a newer film, but to me, They Live doesn't seem less silly. It seems or more silly. It seems less silly. It makes more sense now. It's more relevant to everyday society.
I think as older people die off and younger people are, we're at some point we're all going to be gray. We're all, what I mean, like, and all the old racists will die off, and hopefully a lot of the old things will wash away, and people will look at this and be like, wow. I mean, I guess a reminder at some of the things that still go on in society, but I think I don't think capitalism and all of those principles are gonna ever wash away. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you guys stay busy and distracted. Just keep spending money, and us greedy politicians are gonna do what we want to do, and keep consuming, keep looking at your phone, keep watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, there's wars going on over here and all this stuff going on over here, and then we're taking away rights and blah 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 blah. But hey, you know what? Look what's on your phone. Oh, we don't even need magazines anymore. We don't need newspapers anymore. It's just your little pocket buddy. And
that's like the day that we were doing a Black Shirt podcast, the day Robin Thicke and Miley Cyrus did like some awards, and Miley Cyrus was doing a twerking thing, and Robin Thicke's lap, and it was all the oh my gosh, basically like really over the top dirty dancing on stage and all this. I don't know if you remember that, but it was the same day we bombed Syria with drones, and nobody even noticed the drones. Everybody's talking about Miley Cyrus, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, look at this and forget this. It's just like, it's crazy, which is interesting. That's
look at
why
the kitty, like Bob says.
That's why Fight Club is timeless.
I agree.
Yeah, Fight Club would be one that we should do. I don't know what we would put that one up against.
That's to me, that's almost like a Dumb and Dumber level film. It's hard to put anything up like that's one
Fight
of my
Club
films.
versus Dumb and Dumber. I don't think that would fit very well, but I'm willing to try if you really want to do that.
I'm just saying.
I know. I'm
like,
just kidding.
it's so upper echelon for me that like it's
So I think I didn't give the point to they live points. Damn, these points are I'm starting to run out of room.
we gotta have more come. I was for sure Get Out was gonna just come.
Just
Swing
come. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, what is this one gonna be? Who had a more tragic life? That's a random question from a different movie.
Yeah. So,
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at that.
there is, yes, there definitely is.
Roddy Piper died at the end.
He died at the end, and well, okay, never mind.
But
We're done here. It's a tie. It's a tie. Bobby wins. Sam Elliott. Tie.
Tie. I don't think anybody.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott wins. I don't. Well, I mean, and there's a whole bunch of tragic lives in Get Out.
Oh well, but
if you consider
like,
all
if
the
we're talking about the main character, yeah. And that's the thing too. Like in They Live like that. Like there are as well, because like whenever you're looking through Roddy Piper's eyes and he's got the glasses on, and the guy, it shows, and the guy, he's a human. They're in the grocery store, and it's a human. He's talking to the alien. He's like, I just really wanted that promotion, blah blah blah, and blah blah, and you got it. And the alien's like, yeah, just keep going for it, man. You'll get it, blah blah. And it's like, but he's an alien. That's why he got it. Like, it's just like, it's like who and like not, what you do.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But that guy has no idea.
I'm going to go because as tragic as it is, like They Live is closer to real life. Hopefully there's nobody out there transplanting brains, but and They Live is closer to real life, and people have those lives, and they are tragic. But if the person that you loved, and by the end he says he loved her, and is trying to, not even just, and when she says, like, she's like, she doesn't even say you were my favorite. She says you were one of my favorites. Like, and it's like, you fucking bitch. God damn. Like, you can't even like let him die with a happy memory, like, so I'm going to go with Get Out for this one.
All right. I'm going with that one too. Mainly because that's the wrong one. There we go. I mean, just for the, I'll say it again, just for the grandma in the housekeeper's body.
Oh yeah.
Like the one tear that comes out, she's trapped in there. It's crazy.
So yeah, if we're just talking about main characters, it's a different story. But if everybody else, like, that's the most tragic, to be a passenger in your own body.
Yeah. Like, who had a better villain?
Oh well, this is, to me, this is an easy one. This is Get Out. Because again, I wish aliens were controlling bad people and making them do bad things. But we know that, not to be racial or whatever, like, rich white people are fucking up the world a lot, and they're good at it. Like,
or just girlfriends in general. Oh,
well, there's that. Yeah, wives are perfect, girlfriends are terrible.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, which one?
But yeah,
which one deserves a sequel?
So this one got me a good bit too. Yeah. Thank you, Mel. I It's true. Yeah. um, so this is a good. So I really don't want Get Out to have a sequel. However, Jordan Peele said if he really thought that he could do better than the first one, he would do it because they approached him immediately.
Mm-hmm.
He said they approached him immediately, like let's do a sequel. And so I could see the daughter not dying. They don't show her specifically die, and that's one of the beauties of it. He could have choked her and killed her, but he's like, "You're gonna bleed out on the side of the road like my mom did," you know. Like he stopped choking, and a lot of people say it's because of love. I don't think so. I don't think it was he quit choking her because of love. He was like, "You're gonna bleed out on the side of the road like my fucking mom did."
In the alternate ending, she dies. They show her die, and he goes to prison. Oh,
good.
Yeah, which is wild, but
I gotta go watch. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah. So which one?
But
do you
would
think
they live?
Yeah.
But would they live? It could be a. They don't, they just blew up the LA feed. There could be feeds all over the US.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're like, and then the people in Washington are going, look at what happened in LA, but it's aliens saying it, and they're like, oh, we got to get rid of these aliens, but and then and you could do you could sequester aliens, and then you got aliens versus aliens and humans versus aliens, and then the real aliens are running shit because the homeless guy was like, they own the whole planet. Like, what are we doing here? Like, let's just let's just get ours while we got it, And so if they own the whole planet, like one little thing in LA, it's gonna free people out, but they could easily be like, oh well, let's shut this down. And they're like, oh, we killed all the aliens, and it's a bunch of aliens saying that. Piper's dead. Yeah.
So which one deserves a sequel?
I would rather see. Get Out is so good that unless they really did it right, I don't want to see a sequel. So They Live could have a very good sequel.
I think They Live
series, honestly.
I think They Live is the right choice.
Piper's not dead in real life, Mel, but he's not coming back for any of that action. He's an old man. He's an old man.
Which movie did you relate to more?
Oh.
Definitely They Live. Although I've had some weird interactions with parents and stuff that but I've never had to deal with being a black guy at a white family.
True.
You know what I mean? But just interacting with parents is always an interesting thing for the first time. But I've always been pretty good with parents. But yeah, so
shit, Mel, you're right. He did die. He died in 2015. Wow.
Roddy Piper died?
I can't believe it.
I forgot about that.
2015. Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. I didn't know that. That's sad.
Shout out to Roddy Piper. But I could definitely relate to being Ethan Hawke. Yeah. I don't know much about everything, but I know everything about much. Whatever that means.
So do you feel like you're being manipulated by aliens?
I'm not manipulated by anybody. I'm Ethan Hawke. I manipulate myself. Yep.
But okay, fair enough. But so if the aliens were Moon Knight, would you still control them and go along that path? Or
nope. What kind of show
Which
we
film-
running here?
Well, it's a movie entertainment show. We just talk,
Nope.
talk about movies. No.
Nope.
Well, I listen. Ewan McGregor, like, if you don't agree with what we're saying, then that's fine. But like, come on, bring some points.
Ah!
Um, do you? Well, fair enough.
Wow. He got bored. So
That guy's a maniac.
he's weird. Which movie would Ethan Hawke prefer?
Oh God.
That's the big question.
He's an artsy guy.
Why did you say that like Super Mario?
Did I?
He's
He's
an
an
artsy
artsy
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm guessing. I guess he would prefer Get Out. Not that John Carpenter is not artsy, but when you think artsy, you think Roddy Piper. But
He's an actor. And I feel like
he's an actor.
I feel like the acting in Get Out was a little bit more cosmopolitan, if you will.
Well said. Well said, sir.
You know, and so I think you would go with
Yes.
with Get Out.
Yes.
Cosmopolitan. I'm snickering.
Bobby says, they live for a laugh and then deep thoughts. He just cracks up and he's like, oh yeah.
Okay, I got one. Which movie made your butt pucker more?
Straight up, Get Out. Get Out made my butt pucker hardcore. Like, it made me fucking scared of a teacup, dude. It made me scared of a teacup. Like, you can't fight that fucking teacup. Like, you can punch an alien, but you can't fight a teacup.
Yeah, I was like, close your eyes. La la la. Like, make noise.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Human Centipede?
Nope.
Dude. Clint
Nope.
has not seen Human Centipede.
And I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
Hang on, Dut. Naga.
Not
Naga
happening.
da. Naga. The first one's a good movie.
The first
second
Human
one's
Centipede's
disgusting.
good?
It's good. Yeah.
Oh, let's watch it.
It's still
Nope.
gross. It's still gross.
Let's
But it's
check it
not-
out.
Like
Nope.
the second one's gross to be gross. Like, it knows what it's being. But the first one's actually like, and it's 100% medically accurate.
I thought you were going to say it's 100% real.
Medically accurate. Pretty close to real.
What's grosser than gross? Nope, not doing that. Let's see. If you were on a flight and they only had one movie, which movie would be your pick?
I don't know. Get Out, because it needs more points than it has, and it's newer movie.
Yeah,
I've seen They Live enough, and I watch it often enough. Like, I'm gonna watch Get Out on a flight.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. Man. What happened here? I think I agree with you. which means that we have a winner.
Well,
Yeah. And the winner is... The winner is... If I fall asleep when I wake up, I'll know where I am. If I fall
She
asleep...
said David.
The winner is... Drum roll, please. They Live!
Boom, baby. Now, I want to say,
You want to
I
say?
want to say, as a film, Get Out is a better film than They Live. Like, it's just a
You
better
shut
movie.
your mouth.
Now,
Dropping bombs.
the themes that are on They Live and stuff have literally lived on for 20 years, and they are still, again, more relevant than they were when the movie was made. John Carpenter is a spectacular filmmaker. I'm not kidding. Like, we went through his filmography, and not just horror. Anything he does is just really good. Well, I don't know about anything, but like everything that I've seen that he's done is really, really good. And he makes you think, even if it's a stupid horror film, he makes you think. Jordan Peele has shown that he can do that with a horror film, that he can do that with lots of films. And, but just these are just two damn good movies, guys. If you haven't seen either one of them, go check them out right now. And I mean, I just don't know. Like, what would Van Damme say about this?
Van Damme? He would.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he could probably go either way, you know. He'd probably be like, I wonder if Roddy Piper can do a lot of things. He can like punch guys, and he can throw guys, and he's, you know, this and that. And he can fight aliens. Is there something Roddy Piper can't do? I don't know.
I mean, you always got to wonder if there's something that Roddy Piper can or can't do. Like how versatile is Roddy Piper?
Right.
Or
Daniel Kaluuya on the other side of it. Is there something that Daniel Kaluuya couldn't do?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, or for that matter, Stephen Root. Stephen Root was a spectacular character actor.
Yeah.
But if the director called for something, like if Stephen Root were washing his clothes and the director was like, I need something here.
And he was like, maybe he could be like, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he wasn't washing clothes. I guess he's just standing in the kitchen or something.
Yeah, just yeah.
Look at those cheeks, though. You could just crack walnuts in those cheeks, couldn't you?
Dude, you sure could.
Watch. But look at that. Bam. Bam. You go horizontal, vertical. Horizontal, or vice versa.
Bobby, I couldn't find it.
Bobby's
I couldn't find it. They're like, it's coming. We know it's coming. It's like, where is it? Yeah. I know where it's at. I know where it's at now. People.
So
right there. Fucking so stupid. This is so stupid. Oh, Jesus.
Um,
Hello there.
no, that's my line.
This
You stole my line.
This is stupid. You're not even
No, your
behind the
face is
thing.
your
The
face
other
is stupid.
The other way.
Shut up.
You're not. There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Now I'm British. You're
This is-
bloody
This
American.
is awful.
Your face is awful.
No, we're not.
I killed
we're
Anakin
not doing
Skywalker.
This.
You be quiet, fake Kevin Bacon.
We're not doing this.
Stop it.
Nope.
Yeah. Yes.
Somebody make
Now,
it. Somebody make it stop.
Are we not the same?
Oh boy. All right. Well, now what? Guys, that was fun. Get Out is the loser. The winners, they live. Yeah.
It just stands the test of time more, but I don't know if Jordan Peele would agree with Get Out beating or They Live beating Get Out. However, he has already agreed. He's like, come on, guys. John Carpenter's made amazing films, so I'm not the GOAT. Like, he's made 3 films. He's done spectacular on those 3 films. But let's go, guys. John Carpenter has made over 20 films. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope was great as well. I just went and saw Nope today. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I wouldn't call it horror so much, like Clint was kind of saying. It's not really horror.
Suspense.
To a degree, yeah, very much suspense. It's like, when you're thinking of horror, think of Jaws. It's kind of in that vein. Like, I don't consider, like, plenty of people do consider Jaws a horror movie, but it's kind of within that vein.
Like Tremors, was that accurate? I told you that.
And like you were saying, yeah, that's very accurate as well. It's
There's a lot of dirt and open spaces and people running from things. I was like,
Yep.
it's like Tremors. Tremors in the sky,
and it's
with diamonds.
You just saw Tremors, Mel? Which one? Did you see the first one, or did you see the 7th one or 10th one or whatever it is now?
T10.
They've literally got like it's a whole franchise of straight to DVD now.
You saw all of them?
All of them? I haven't even seen all of them. I've seen most of them, but I haven't seen all of them. Wow.
Have you seen all of the Predators?
But Bloodlines, that's next.
Have you seen all of the...
Did I see Bloodlines?
I don't know.
Predator movies? I think I've got... I need to see. Because they just came out with a new one. There's Cold Day in Hell, and then there's like Tremors Paradise or some shit like that. I don't know. Like, they keep coming out with them.
Guys, for those who aren't paying attention, there's a new Predator coming out on
It looks
on Hulu. It's supposed to be fantastic.
it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's coming out on the 6th of August, I believe, on Hulu. So go watch that.
First 3 or 4. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and they just keep, like, they put out one every year now almost, and it just, like, I quit keeping up because it's just like they just keep getting worse and worse. Like, the effects get a little bit better and better, like, but not as good as the practical effects. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see them. Yeah, like I'm gonna see them. It's just like I haven't yet. So next week do we know what we're gonna do? And then in 2 weeks, it will be the 1-year anniversary of Versus.
That's right. 1 year. 1 year. Just gonna leave it like that forever.
Again, our highest rated episode ever.
So what? Do we have a? We had some stuff from the original. You were talking about that. You're like, hey, there was some stuff that was said during the first one, and there was actually a good one.
So the original versus, I was rewatching it, and it wasn't, what we're doing now. The show's obviously evolved, and it'll probably keep evolving because it keeps doing a better and better job. But one of the things was Dave asked us why we had a good conversation about why they never made a sequel to the Professional. The Professional, if you don't know, sometimes it's called Leon the Professional. It's one of the greatest action movies ever made. It's again, to me, that's like almost Fight Club tier, or Dumb and Dumber tier. To me, it's like, I love Arnold and Sly and all that stuff, but The Professional is just one of the best action movies ever made. And so there was a planned sequel for a long time that, what's her name? Natalie Portman would take up and be a hitman. And then the movie The Protege came out. That's right. We got to get Dustin. We got to get Dustin back on.
I got to see if I can.
We got to get
the whip. We get the leash loosened up on him. Let him out.
He can come on later once some children are in bed.
Dude, as soon as he starts heading this way, she starts stirring the tea thing, and then he just falls into the dark spot. Poor Dustin, dude, he's out.
But so they made the movie The Protege, which sounded very much like the pre-planned sequel to The Professional.
Sue knows Matilda. I love her, by the way. Sue, you know.
Let him go, let him go.
So go ahead.
Sue so much. But and so they talked about that we talked about that a little bit on the show that time, which was versus episode 1. But it was like we did Arnold versus Sly, and we just a bunch of versus stuff back and forth.
So the idea was like, hey, what if they made a continuation of The Professional, a sequel, and The Protege movie is basically a girl who is a hitman who was raised by a hitman, and who's Samuel Jackson, and it's basically, I'm like, dude, that's pretty much the sequel to The Protege.
Right,
is pretty much the sequel to.
It's like they had, it's like they had this sequel to The Professional kicking around forever, and they were like, this is not going to happen, and then they just made another movie. So we talked about maybe doing that one.
So they got Nikita, and they're like, fuck yeah, Nikita and Sam Jackson, what do you want? That's all you need. That's like taking the dude from Burn Notice and putting him in a movie with somebody badass, like Gina Davis.
Fuck yeah, Gina Davis.
Mm-hmm. So,
hey Mel, did you see that Solar Opposites live in Gina Davisville? Did you see that? That's right, they do. Fuck yeah, they do. We also talked about something else. I don't want to bring it up.
Oh, what was the other thing? Oh, by the way, Mel, we're talking about doing a Ritalin Kids reunion show, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Quite possibly with another band that I won't mention yet, but things must be discussed, including the date. A lot of people looking at New Year's, and I'm thinking maybe like the week after New Year's, because I think all of our college-aged fans are probably middle-aged now with either high school kids or toddlers, and might want to burn some sparklers in their backyard with their families at this point in life. So maybe we shouldn't do it on a day where drunk people are on the road and people have to get sitters. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's a New Year's Eve might be a good if you're in your 20s.
Bad idea.
Bad idea for grown-ups. So, and now that we're all grown.
So, yes.
So-
Whenever I was younger. So, go ahead.
So we'll keep you posted on that information, along with the other band.
When I was younger, so my birthday's on Christmas, and nobody wants to come to a Christmas or a birthday party on Christmas. Nobody. Just heads up. Like, like it's like, yeah. So I kind of or whenever we got married, my wife we'd kind of celebrate my birthday on New Year's. You know, like we'd have kind of like a New Year's party and stuff like that. You know, because people are already partying anyway. Like, come to Curtis' birthday party, and they, it'd still be New Year's, but we have a bunch of people over. And then as I got older, it's the same thing. It's like, oh, there's gonna be a bunch of drunks on the street. I don't know, blah blah blah. So, and that's the thing. Like, you don't own the market on New Year's. Like, you're the Riddling kids. You should own the market. Like, for whatever weekend that you do it. Like, it shouldn't be like we're sharing it with New Year's, and just people are wandering around to see whatever drunk band that's playing. Like, no, you should own the market. You're fucking Riddling kids. You and several other bands like set the stage for fucking like Austin. Like, y'all were fucking your hometown heroes, baby. Like, you should not be like sharing the fucking weekend with New Year's. Like, that's just no.
This is my weekend. No, and also
Yeah.
I'll need a time where I could get a couple of like I can get a truck down and be able to move a couple of like a washer and dryer on stage for this. Yeah.
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 Now,
Bobby and Mel, y'all are both amazing. Are you kidding?
fuck yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
When the moment arrives, it's no be right. I can't do Steven Tyler. I wish I could. So speaking of that, should we talk about the other?
Yeah. What's the other
option
idea? And then
for-
we've got to cut it off because we got.
Well, I want you to bring it up. I don't want to bring it up.
2 minutes 40. I don't even remember what the other one was, unless you help me.
You don't remember the fan fave
Oh,
for
I remember. Deep Impact versus Armageddon.
Clint's porn name versus Armageddon.
Deep Impact versus Armageddon.
Finally.
Nothing?
All right. Okay. Well,
Deep Impact.
Protege, professional it is.
Both good ideas. I was that's always the fun. You got to post a movie title on Facebook. Somebody does the post. Give me a movie title that best sums up your sex life.
Blah. Yeah.
Deep Impact, baby. Armageddon.
So one of the
also Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. That's a good one.
So one of the fun things before social media, like just passing around notes in like school and stuff, was they'd ask a question. Your porn name would be your first pet's name and the first street you lived on. So what would your porn name be?
Princess Esperanza. That's real.
I would be Bambi anyway. That's real.
Princess Esperanza is legit, dude. That's a real name. Oh, Buddy Stevens.
Mel would be Buddy Stevens. All right. We're gonna have an awesome porn channel. Like, Clink. We're waiting.
Champ BC. BC. I don't know what your first dog would be.
Oh,
Puncho Juniper. Oh. Puncho Juniper. Oh yeah, get that off the screen.
Starring Princess Esperanza,
I still remember
Baby Anyway,
how the
Buddy
thing went.
Stevens, and Pancho Juniper.
Damn it! I can't remember how the. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, well, we can do whatever one you want, dude. If you want to do the professional one, that's cool. If you want to do the deep impact, that's cool. I mean, the ball's in your mouth, Court.
A little salty.
Ball's in your court.
A little salty. I mean, I don't know. I want to do whatever
That was
the fans
funnier
want to do.
earlier.
I don't know much.
Uh-oh.
I know I love you. We're summoning naked. Bobby says Armageddon. Bobby's been wanting Armageddon for so long. We got to do it. Like they like. Bobby said again. Bobby's been here since Dustin. We just got to do it,
Dude. Deep Impact versus Armageddon. I'm in. You got
to get it done.
You got Morgan Freeman.
And-
you got Bill Pullman. You got Bill Paxton. You got just.
And Bobby, we want you to jump in. Will we have a Bobby appearance? Then you can do the little James thing and hide your face if you want to, but you don't have to.
Yeah, we could do that. We'll make a party out of it. It'd be like a super party, and we can have people on. It is the 1 year.
She says, "Okay, yes."
All
It'll be
right.
like every first birthday party ever. Like everybody remembers it as being awesome. Except the person who had the party, and they're like, "What? Huh? I don't remember anything about that." And then it's like the uncle's like, "Yeah."
It'll be fun. We'll get a disco ball. It'll be super cool. Oh, we have a disco ball. Never mind. We will get some. We will get some sharp knives. We will get.
So that's not next week. That's 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now.
till-
All right. Well, cool, man. Well, I guess.
We'll figure it out next week.
We'll have Ethan Hawke show up. It'll be a party. Be a good time. Cool. So what are we doing? Armageddon versus Deep Impact.
That's in 2 weeks. Next week, I don't know.
Next week we can do that Western one, or
Unforgiven versus
I don't know if I feel
Quick
like
and the
doing
Dead.
that. Yeah, let's save that one.
Okay.
Uh,
Talked about space vampires, Kroll versus Life Force. I wanted to do Life Force. Kroll just doesn't stand up. We can do it, but Kroll just doesn't stand up.
we don't have to do that. That was a suggestion from a friend.
We can do it. We can do it. Like, but Kroll's rough.
This week,
But I'll do Life Force versus anything. Life Force, like if you haven't seen Life Force, it's fucking awesome.
what's the? Let me look at the calendar here. Next week is going to be the 5th. Okay.
And then the week after, my wife gets to pick, so we'll get see. So it'll be her birthday episode. She may or may not be on. She gets to pick. So Bobby, she might pick something like You've Got Mail versus Must Love Dogs.
Oh no.
I don't know what the hell she's gonna pick. She's we shall see.
I'm in. You've Got Mail. Is that the Tom Hanks movie?
Yeah, that's one of the fucking worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, versus
No offense, Bobby. No offense, Bobby.
versus
but,
the
like,
other
that
Empire State
must-
Building, the Empire State Building movie with Tom Hanks, where he has to go on the. I think it's Meg
Oh
Ryan.
no, that one's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
That
both. I think it's the
no.
same too.
But no, she's saying versus Must Love. But Must Love Dogs, I thought was good. You've Got Mail just it almost killed me. That and what's the one where Mandy Moore wants to stand in 5 states or something like that, and like
Oh, we talked about doing Magic Mike versus Hustlers.
we did talk about that.
Keeping it fair.
So yeah. That's
Keeping it fair. Magic Mike versus Hustlers.
yeah. Whenever my wife was hanging out with her friends, they were asking like, "So what's up with the show? Like, is it genre specific?" And she was like, "I don't know." And then one of her friends, Catherine, or Kathy, thank you for watching. Who actually watches those? She was like, "No, it's not. It's not genre specific. Like they watch whatever. Like, and it's like, yeah, all right, cool."
Roadhouse versus Coyote Ugly.
Roadhouse 2 versus Coyote. Because Roadhouse is gonna win.
Thank you, Bobby. Sleepless in Seattle versus You've Got Mail.
There it is. Yes,
We're not doing those.
We can, but yeah.
Oh no.
Actually, I don't know. Like, You've Got Mail was so awful to me, and maybe now that I'm older, maybe I'll appreciate it more. I don't know. Like
I saw it in the theater.
maybe. Yeah, that's me too. And it was just like, I was like, well, oh my god, why don't these people just go talk to each other? Just like, what is that? Oh my, like it was just so infuriating. And now it makes more sense, I guess. But like, it's just.
We never did a Trading Places movie, big or like the one with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And then there's
Literal Trading Places.
Yeah, and then there's the one with Fred Savage. Switches places.
That's right.
And then there's another one, big with Tom Hanks.
And then, there's also
there's so many.
Kirk Cameron and Dudley Moore, vice versa.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Dudley Moore is badass.
Freaky Friday. Oh wow, they're whipping them all. You look at this. Yeah, Freaky Friday as well. So we could go nuts on that one.
We just watch all 5 of them. Dude, you get a nosebleed by the end of the week. You just be like
Marathon Mania, and then Kirk Cameron turned into Jamie Lee Curtis, and then like, oh my god.
I think this is going to take more. What are we going to watch next week? That's the big question.
Tropic Thunder versus first movie that comes to your head.
Tropic Thunder?
No, we can't do Tropic Thunder versus Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder versus first movie that comes to your head. You're thinking too much.
I just can't think of the name of it. It was the one where Apocalypse Now.
Okay, redo.
What?
No, that was not. That was perfect. Like that wasn't on you. That was perfect.
Yeah, like dude, good one.
No, yeah.
All right, I'm looking at some. I'm looking at the text thread between our producer. Oh yeah, we can do Memento versus Clean Slate.
We can.
Surviving the Game versus Hunger Games.
I think Hunger Games goes better against Battle Royale. Surviving the Game should go against fucking what is it? Where the guy kills fucking everybody. What is this?
Did we ever do Commando versus Rambo?
I don't know if we ever did technically. Like early on in Versus, we kind of talked about them, but like I don't know if we ever did technically.
Silverado versus High Noon. We were talking about doing The Unforgiven versus what is the Sam Raimi Western from the night?
Quick and the Dead.
The Quick and the Dead, yeah, which is a good movie too. At some point, that's happening.
Oh, we could do Signs versus something. That's such a fucking annoying movie.
Signs?
Yep.
Is that the one with Joaquin Phoenix?
It is.
There's also
So that's the thing. It's the stupidest fucking movie ever made. However, it's not a bad movie because of the acting and the like tone and like. I never liked Fear and Loathing. I was never a fan of that. People
I
love
didn't
that
care
movie.
about that either.
Yeah.
Apocalypto
Yep.
versus something?
That's a good movie. We could put it up against The Mist versus the Fog. That'd be another Carpenter movie.
I watched a little clip of the new Predator movie, which is like Native Americans 300 years ago fighting the Predator, and I was kind of bummed that they were speaking perfect English. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking, like, dude, if they went Apocalypto route, it would be way cooler.
Chappie's a good movie. Damn, that's a good movie.
Chappie is. You know what's really good is District 9, speaking of that director. You ever see that movie?
I did, but I like Chappie better. I like District 9 was very good, but to me, Chappie was just so, like, when you're talking about AI and, like, I thought Chappie was better.
I don't know what BTNLC means.
BTNLC?
Yeah, something Clink put up in the comments. Sorry, I'm eating, guys. I'm starving.
Be tanking in Latin Carolina. I feel you, homie.
Oh boy.
Okay. Mel and Bobby, name 2 random movies now.
Yeah, right now. 2 random movies that would be fun to put up against each other.
Or 1 movie each. I mean, Mel, name a movie, Bobby, name a movie now. Jack Burton.
Big Trouble in Little China versus.
Oh.
It's all in the reflexes.
Without a paddle. Okay. Without a paddle.
Oh boy.
Says Mel. And
Fletch.
Oh, well, Riley says Silverado. See, I told you Silverado's a good one.
I don't think anybody.
Paddle versus Silverado. I don't know.
Escape from New York. Hey, we got Larry in the Hayos. I don't think anybody's streaming Fletch anymore these days. Probably in the canceled bin.
I think the first Fletch was good. I think it was the second one that wasn't that good.
Fletch Lives?
I don't remember though. Yeah,
I thought that was a
if I
joke
remember.
that there wasn't a second one, that they called the first one Fletch Lives.
Maybe yeah, that might be true.
I thought there was only one.
Escape from New York versus Without a Paddle or Silverado. What do we think? I mean, we can make anything work, baby. But
Without a Paddle, is that Kurt Russell? No, that's Overboard that I'm thinking.
no, yeah, you're thinking Overboard. Without a Paddle is
Jamie
like
Kennedy.
90s comedy with Seth Green, maybe Jamie Kennedy.
Probably the
Spies
greatest,
Like Us.
probably the greatest actor of our time, Jamie Kennedy.
Yes. Yeah. He's
Versus
in Tremors 9 or whatever it is.
versus Big Trouble.
Escape versus Big Trouble.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I feel like we're not going to make any good decisions right now.
Escape versus, because I don't know if we've talked about Big Trouble on one of the old episodes, but I don't think we've ever actually we did like a Kurt Russell Appreciation Day. We talked about a bunch of his movies.
I feel like
Escape versus Big Trouble.
I think like the only thing that would hang with Big Trouble is like Flash Gordon or something, you know?
That'd be pretty cool too. Flash Gordon versus Big Trouble.
Like Big Trouble, good old Jack Burton always says, is just kind of like a clumsy Flash Gordon.
Yeah, Flash just pulls it off somehow. Well, so does Jack. We could do Escape from New York versus Escape from LA, but Bobby says, yeah, Escape versus Big Trouble. Both Carpenter movies, both Kurt Russell films. And now, like right now, I think Big Trouble is going to win. But honestly, like I haven't seen Escape in a long time.
Escape from New York or Escape from LA?
I don't know if I've ever seen Escape from LA, or maybe I have. But Escape from New York was the better one. I remember that.
Yeah, Spies Like Us versus Blues Brothers. That's a good one. I still want to do. Oh, I was talking about European Vacation versus Euro Trip, or National Lampoon's Vacation versus Road Trip.
Okay.
Or
I don't know if we've ever done a comedy.
I don't think we have. Well, and of course we still
kind of got to do a comedy, but
still got
before
Office Space versus Napoleon Dynamite. Dumb and Dumber versus Step Brothers.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Ricky Bobby versus Step Brothers would be good, or Anchorman versus maybe Dumb and Dumber, but I don't know. We like for a year we almost have to do a comedy because we haven't done a comedy in like if it's been a whole year we haven't done a comedy. But I do really like.
I really like Three Amigos.
Three Amigos versus.
Nothing with dumb in it.
Exactly. Nothing compares to dumb. Nothing compares to dumb.
No, she's nothing with dumb. Like, quit saying dumb movies.
Oh.
Yeah,
Three Amigos. That's the first thing I thought. That's the first thing I thought, Larry. We could do it.
The Sheriff. Nope, never mind. This show's We're done.
He said the sheriff is near.
Nope.
Without a Paddle versus Little Miss Sunshine. Little Miss Sunshine, I definitely saw.
That was a good movie.
It was. What would I compare that to?
No,
I just haven't seen Without a Paddle. Without a Paddle versus what's something else we haven't seen? Have you seen Without a Paddle?
I used to own Without a Paddle back in the old days.
Back
I'm
in the
telling you,
day
man.
when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. For some days, I wish I was a kid again.
I'm telling you, man. Hustlers versus Magic Mike.
Let's just make it easy, though. Striptease versus Magic Mike.
No,
I haven't seen Hustlers. Have you seen Hustlers? Nah.
I haven't seen Hustlers. Cardi B, J-Lo, bunch of strippers, and then you even it out with Magic Mike, another bunch of strippers. I'm not really lobbying to see these movies. I just think I'm just looking for good matchups.
But do Cardi B and them? They're not naked, do they?
They're what?
They ain't going. J-Lo ain't going naked.
No,
but wait. So on Magic Mike,
wait,
ladies,
dude, why are you getting all creepy?
Do they go full? What do they go full on Magic? We got to make it fair. They go full dong on Magic Mike.
No,
Sausage and
I don't
biscuits
think
flapping?
they do. I got McConaughey. I don't think he would do that.
What's the damn point? What are we doing here?
Ooh, Saving Silverman is another good one. I forgot all about that movie.
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
Yeah, Tale of Steve. I don't know that.
I don't know. Does Kevin Nash go full dong? I'm just like, what are we doing watching these striptease movies if they don't get naked?
Does Kevin Nash get full? Wow!
I don't remember full frontal. Like, then what are we doing here? Come on, you can see shirtless guys anywhere. Like, come on, like.
All right. No bad knees.
Yeah, poor Kevin Nash.
All right. I'm gonna do.
Go type in. You just typed in full dong, didn't you?
I
Google.
sure did.
Full dong.
My cookies is ruined.
Oh, look at all these movies.
All right, full dong. Just kidding. All right, let's see here. None of these are funny. What are they talking about?
What did you type in?
Funny movies?
Stupidest bullshit ever.
Yeah. Although, Everything Everywhere All at Once was pretty funny. Sausage Party, I never saw that.
But still.
Office Space. Old School. Men in Black 3. I'm good.
That's what's weird about comedies is like as you get older, like they just get,
they stay the same age.
Or you just like you've kind of laughed at it all. Like
as I get
Pootie
older,
Tang.
comedies stay the
Pootie
same
Tang.
age.
Pootie Tang's a good one.
Step Brothers.
Fish
The
Called Wanda.
Horrible Bosses was a funny movie. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Stir Crazy. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
I have seen it. Horror Boss was good.
Yeah, super bad, dude. We should just start a YouTube channel where we just say the names of movies for
Yeah.
an hour, and just
Yeah. Galaxy Quest.
uh
Raising Arizona was a fucking good one. And people were gonna be like, "Yeah, that was good." Like, subscribe. Harold and Kumar was fine. Blues Brothers is number 78. Wow.
oh, I forgot about
It's
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre is hilarious. That's from the Napoleon. That's the funniest PG movie I've ever seen. Like when you watch it, it's so hilarious. But it's PG. Like you watch it with your kids or your grandkids. UHF.
Wedding Crashers was pretty
UHF.
good. So was Borat. Any movie
I
that
never
makes
saw Coming to America too.
part two?
I never saw the second one. They just came out with.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, Tommy Boy, that was a great movie.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's good.
We you never
I
did
still
see
say-
American Psycho.
No, but that's not a comedy. We don't have to do a comedy. But. Zoolander.
Major League.
Idiocracy. I was never on board with Major League too much. It's fine, but
Yep.
we could do most uncomfortable movies and do Exit to Eden versus
Rosie O'Donnell
you know.
wearing. Yeah, I'm out. I'm good. Well, let's pick it later because it's getting late and we're just talking. We're just naming
Yep.
movie titles.
Yeah,
And that's unprofessional.
Ramble. A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Saw your YouTube show. You were just saying movie titles.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Hot Rod. Game Night. I never did
Deadpool.
see Game Night.
I don't know if I ever saw that one either.
I heard it's good.
Ghostbusters is number 29. Austin Powers. Okay, I get that. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Now we're getting there. South Park the movie. Christmas Vacation. Okay. Office Space. All right. Bowfinger. Wow.
Dude, I haven't seen that
Napoleon Dynamite.
in a long time.
Yeah, because you only need to see it once and be like, this is a shit movie. Airplane. Bridesmaids. Okay. Young Frankenstein. Okay. Ferris Bueller. Okay. What We Do in Shadows. Okay. Rushmore. Come on.
Tootsie versus Mrs. Doubtfire.
Fletch is number 14. Trading Places. Bill and Ted is number 12. Oh my god.
Dude, I don't know what bullshit site you're on, but you need to close that window.
It's like
ban.
Okay. This fucking side of but it's like hit, and then it's like, what the fuck? Blazing Saddles, okay.
Dude,
Doctor Strangelove.
Grand Budapest Hotel wasn't even funny.
Wayne's World is number 7 of all time. Number 6, Ron Burgundy. Spinal Tap, number 5. Borat, number 4. Groundhog Day, number 3.
City
The Jerk,
Slickers?
number 2. I'll agree with it. Monty Python, number 1. Dumb and Dumber is not even on this list.
Oh, clearly it's a pile of crap. You need to close that
what is
window.
going on? What is that? Like, it's like I'm taking crazy pills.
Why is the Bridget Jones Diary on this list of movies?
I don't know.
Man.
Because
there's too
Russia.
much pepper on my puppy kush. Napoleon Dynamite, Arthur, Tootsie, Best in Show, Mean Girls. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Spaceballs, Sister Act, Step Brothers, UHF. I forgot about UHF.
That's a good one.
Galaxy Quest, Kentucky Fried Movie. Just kidding, that's not on the list. Harold and Maude.
Kentucky Fried New Movies not on the list?
No, I just said that because UHF reminds me of it because it's got little skits. Meet the Parents was a really good movie.
Meet the Parents that's probably one of the funniest movies I had ever. The sequels are terrible, but like I would almost put that at Dumb and Dumber level. Like I need to rewatch it, but like
let's do that. Let's do that. Meet the Parents
versus Dumb and Dumber.
Huh,
Coming out heavy hitters.
Yeah, dude. They're both funny.
All right.
Kung Fu Hustle. Did you ever see Kung Fu Hustle?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
great movie.
White Chicks, Hangover, Horrible Bosses, Drill Bit Taylor, Willie, Bad Teacher, other guys, Due Date.
I want to start calling Natchet Drill Bit.
Why? Oh,
Drill Bit Taylor.
Drill Bit. What's up, Drill Bit?
Super Bad was good. I forgot about Hot Fuzz. The Hangover.
Hot Fuzz
Elf.
is good. Yeah.
Fish Called Wanda. Anchorman. Ghostbusters. Austin.
Fish Called Wanda is a very good one.
Dumb and Dumber.
What number?
Just the OG. There's only one Dumb and Dumber.
No, but I mean, like, what number is it?
Oh, I meant like 41. What We Do in the Shadows, which we've already done that in the Shadows.
Yeah. And they don't even have, like, Scary Movie on here. Like, I know they're parodies and stuff, but they're, like...
Bridesmaids. That was a pretty funny movie. Young Frankenstein. Yeah. Frankenstein.
That's one of the to me that's funnier than they always put Monty Python at the top. To me, Young Frankenstein is way funnier.
Naked Gun.
To me that's one of the ones. To me, that would almost be
The Jerk. Is
yes, yeah. Like those are like kind of like God tier level. Like to me, like Dumb and Dumber, The Jerk, Naked Gun. They're almost like you can't really.
Spinal Tap is one of the funniest movies ever.
People, yeah, that's never been my thing though. Like, but I'm not a I obviously enjoyed listening to music, but I'm not a band person. So
The Big Lebowski should not be that far up the list.
Bobby says I'm gonna lose brain cells on that one.
What, on Spinal Tap?
No, I think we were talking about Dumb and Dumber versus
yeah.
Whatever it was.
And number one is Charlie Chaplin's City Lights. That one's...
I'm sure it's a good movie. I don't think it's probably that funny right nowadays, but who knows? Like, I mean, Stooges are still hilarious. So
it's 91 years old. So old.
Yeah.
Old one.
But I still straight up like me and my kids watch Students all the time, Stooges, and they'll just crack up laughing like.
Yeah. Do you like shrimp?
Oh yeah.
Just checking.
You mean?
Oh, you got him on
right there.
I never did see Game Night. I don't know.
Meet the Parents.
We're down to
Big Stan. Big Stan is number 98. Big Stan with Rob Schneider. I don't know what that is, but
all right, dude.
Let's look up.
Time to shut it down. Worst? No, I don't know. I don't want to say. All right, gang. I'm shutting it down. I'm calling it. I'm pulling the plug. It's 10:41. And we love you guys. We appreciate you guys.
I own them all too, Bobby. Own all of them.
8-second, 3 hours. What? Random viewer. Dumb and Dumber. Meet the Parents versus Dumb and Dumber. Is that what we said? Meet the Parents versus Dumb and Dumber?
We had talked about that one time. I guess people are going for it.
Meet the Parents is fucking funny.
It is. The first one's very. Are you gonna milk me?
Yeah, I've got
would
nipples.
Would
Greg.
you milk him? Would you milk him, Greg?
Yeah, I've got nipples. Can you milk me, Greg?
The first one, because it's so deadpan, was just delivered so well. The other ones, like, they know what they're playing off of, so they're just not as good. But
awesome, man. Well,
bada boom, bada bing.
We're gonna deliberate and we're gonna post on our social media sometime in the next couple of days what the plan is. So, we love you guys. Thank you for supporting us. We really, really appreciate it, and we will get back
really
with
do.
you with the info as soon as we have made a decision. So I have a feeling I'll probably get a call from Curtis tomorrow, and we'll do a video call and pace her on while I'm making coffee, and we'll fucking figure something out, and I'll post I'll post it. So thank you guys again for watching and supporting us all day like you do. We appreciate it. As always, we will talk to you guys soon. The winner today is They Live.
They
do live.
Fight the power, people. Fight the power.
That's right. You got to fight the power. And the winner, as always, is man, it's taking too long. Gotta get my stuff.
The winner
is Van Damme's nutsack. That is always the winner here at Versus. So,
Mel called it. Mel called it.
What did Mel say? That's right.
Winner is Van Damme.
That's right. So we'll see you guys later. Adios. Oh no. Oh no! What happened was...
Good night, everybody. Subsnurb.
What happened is I tried to put the troll video on just for fun, and it couldn't find it. Yeah, damn it. And then I tried to put the Who's Gonna Be on Doctor Strange 2 video on, and then it couldn't find that one. And then I tried to put the... Night, Bobby.